back to Crochet Delight, and welcome back to another installment of Hot Off the Hook Friday. Okay, so first off, I'm going to tell you guys why there was no Hot Off the Hook Friday last week. One, I was really busy with the Spin Olympics. I'm still doing the Spin Olympics because that doesn't end until the 28th. So I've got more yarn on my wheel right now as we speak. I just got done with not only the Spin Olympics yarn, but my Fiber of the Month yarn. And it was also Valentine's Day, and by the time I had actually finished what I was working on, it was a Valentine's Day gift. So I did manage to get a picture to show you guys this week. So take a look. It's a beautiful scarf made from Luxe Lollies that I got from Hobby Lobby. Interesting enough, with the Tunisian crochet and only one Luxe Lolly, you can get an entire scarf. And you do not need to add another one to make it longer because it turns out the perfect length with just one. Okay, so that was the scarf, and as you can see with the Luxe Lollies, you've got a beautiful gradient from, in this case, a green into a silver, into a dark blue, and then a light blue, and then back into the silver and into a green. I love the Luxe Lollies. They are expensive for each one. It's about almost $8. And that's it, very expensive. And that's if you get it at Hobby Lobby. If you try to look online, it's $14 plus shipping and handling. So they are very expensive. I do have one that I have not used, so I'm going to save it until I find a project for it. I'm probably going to make another scarf out of it. It's super, super soft, and it's 100% acrylic, which is pretty amazing that it's that soft. It's almost as soft as cotton. So that was pretty much the only thing I crocheted last week. I did not crochet anything at all this week. I've been focusing mainly on yarn. So before I show you the yarn that I did make, I have a couple other things to show you. Let me prepare one of them. Okay. First thing is what I got for Valentine's Day, and it's a very, very sweet gift from my boyfriend who I made the scarf for. I got a yarn bowl. It has a little sheep on it, and it says, "I will always love you." And that is so cute, and it's pink, and it's all handmade by this company, Lenny Mud, and it's in the USA, and it's right there on the bottom. But I really want to use this. I don't know the perfect project that I want to start with, but that's that, and it's so cute. The second thing is something I bought, hair. I didn't buy that, but okay. So I've been seeing these bags on Etsy, and I decided I'd get one. Now, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll appreciate this bag. If not, you'll probably still appreciate it because this is handmade by someone. This is handmade by a lady named Kim from Chasing Acorns. This is the Marauders map, and it's a bag. She not only gives you the drawstring, and it has that little piece that you use to hold it in place. See, it's not going to move anywhere. She custom made the lining to whatever color I wanted. And I wanted a little bit of a purple, so this is a little purpley pink. This is the size large. She gives you a strap, and this little clasp comes with it. And then she puts her little tag right there. And I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it. Oh, maybe you can. Chasing Acorns. She doesn't have much shown in her shop, but if you contact her and you ask her to do a custom order, then she definitely will. This was one of the bags that was on her shop listing, and I just asked her if she had a different size, and she had it in a medium, I think. So this is actually a large, and it's pretty big. I just fit all the yarn that I had made this week in it, and there's plenty of room for a whole lot more. And one of the things I forgot to show you guys is on the bottom, see these little dots right there? Those are clasps, so that you can snap those together, and you can make a square bottom so that you can set this on a table or have it just set up like that without it falling over. And no, it will not fall over even when it's empty. I've tried. I mean, yes, if you push it, it'll fall over, but if you just set it down, it will not fall over. So they're positioned in the right spot. She's got all that down pat. And all you have to do is contact her and tell her about a custom order. I asked her if she had any spinning wheel fabrics because I might get another one. I was going to use this for my bobbins, but if she can find a spinning wheel fabric, I'll use that one instead, and this is going straight to holding yarn and projects, and I'm very happy with it. So, gotta fill this week's Hot Off the Hook Friday with something since I gave you guys nothing last week. And now I'm gonna show you guys the yarn that I made. I'll start with my Fiber of the Month yarn since you've already seen the preparation for that, and you've probably already seen the preparation for the Spin Olympics yarn. The final video for the Spin Olympics yarn will not come out until the 28th, but I think almost all of the videos for my February kit are out. Let's see. If I remember correctly, there's one more video coming out for my February yarn, and here it is. Let's see, get that a little close. You can see all the little bits of, see right there, brown, and there's green, but it's mostly white. It's something that I don't do very often, which is a lot of one color, like a lot of white, and then hardly any of the other colors. So it's more of an experiment, and I actually really like it. Okay, let's see if I can get that up there. So I've got this a nice, I think this is a DK weight. It's definitely not a worsted weight. I think this is stuck between a DK and a sport, but it's nice and soft, it's squishy. And as you guys can't tell, I turn my own yarn after a while into hanks, and it's 100 yards and then 53 yards. So 153 yards, and yes, I turn them into 100-yard hanks. I turn pretty much all of the yarn that I make into 100-yard hanks. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys about, I don't have any of them right here with me. I might go upstairs and get them to show you, but I make mini hanks. If I have about 200 yards of wool, which since I don't have 200 yards of this wool, for example, anyways, I would turn whatever was left after the 200 yards into mini hanks. But this is my Fiber of the Month Club kit. This is going straight to my blanket, which I should show you because I'm all caught up on it. But the reason why there's not so much of the Fiber of the Month Club kit is because I saved whatever was left of the bamboo after making that blend, because I try to save a little bit here and there with each and every kit so that I can experiment later. So, before I show you guys my Fiber of the Month blanket, I'm going to show you guys the Spin Olympics yarn. I have 200 yards. They're $15 each, and they are for sale. So, even though the video has not come out yet, you guys can buy this. Here it is. From way back here, it looks like it's mostly purple, which it is. It's a lot of black and raven with some white in it. Right there seems to be about the perfect color. 'Cause I can't tell if the light above me is distorting the colors too much, but I alternated between 3 bats, and I loved how it came out. One bat was very, very light. That's where you get all of the white that's in it. One was a little bit darker with still some white in it, so you get a nice transition between that. And then one was completely dark, which is where you get these little pops of just dark yarn. And then for my second bobbin, I kind of switched it around so that I could use up all of the yarn that I had, all of the wool that I had to make the yarn, because it ended up being very uneven. So I had to switch it around so that I was doing one of the darker one, then the lighter one, then the darker one, and then the one without any white. My throat's a little sore. But I loved how it came out. I definitely wrote the recipe down, and I even have the videos to go back and reference for anyone who wants to buy this or order more. So yeah. Now I'm gonna show you guys the Fiber of the Month Afghan, but before I do want to make a comment about the yarns. I do sell yarns, yes, and I do make custom orders, not just in crochet, but in yarn. So, don't be afraid to ask about custom orders. And yeah, that's it. Aside from, if any of you want to join in Hot Off the Hook Friday, go right ahead. You don't have to show any of your faces. You don't have to show anything but your work if you don't want to. You don't have to have your full name on it, which I only ask for your first name, if not your channel name. And that's about it. That, a picture with a description to the email in the description box below, and you're set. You're set to be aired on Hot Off the Hook Friday, which Hot Off the Hook Friday was originally designed for you guys to interact with my channel and showcase your work. I just fill the airspace until somebody wants to show their work. So, there is something else I needed to remind you guys about. That's right. We are coming up on our 1,500 subscriber giveaway. Now, if any of you remember, I did mention way back about a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. Go back to Hot Off the Hook Friday number 38. It should be the live one. I might have gotten the number wrong, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. That will give you all the information for the giveaway. So, I'll go over it a little bit. 1, they're mystery boxes. 2, there's 2 winners. And 3, the winner will be, there will be 1 winner picked for each box. And that will happen when we reach 1,500 subscribers. So once we hit that mark, I'm going back to that video, and that's the video where I will be picking the winners. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go get my Fiber of the Month Afghan, and I'm gonna show you guys what I've got done. If this thing will work. I guess I can't go over 5 minutes without this thing fritzing on me. Alright, so I got the first 2 panels done of my Fiber of the Month Afghan, and I didn't know how I wanted to put them together, so the way that I put them together leaves some pretty big holes, but I actually like it. I might go back and redo it, maybe, but I don't think so because it looks pretty good. It looks like you've got diamonds in the middle. I might go back though, and after I've got it somewhat the size that I want, and crochet little pieces to go in those spots. But for now, I like it the way it is. And here it is. Panel 1 is this one. Panel 2 is this one. And yes, it looks very unique because none of the yarn is ever going to be the same unless my Fiber of the Month Club kit repeats a color, which I don't think they will. But those were panels 1 and 2, and I started panel 3. This is panel 3, and just like with all the other panels, I took one of my stitch markers that I use, and it has the size hook, and all I did was hook it on the middle stitch and let it dangle so that I know what hook I'm using. And this is where it ended. So, we ended with December in the middle and January on the outside. And next up is going to be February. Look at that. Don't know if the light's being a little harsh, but that is gonna go really nice. And it's definitely gonna complement the blue in the middle. So, that is my Fiber of the Month Afghan so far. Panel 3 is in the works, and I'm pretty sure within the next couple months I'm going to be doing panel number 4. So I went, and while I was getting my Fiber of the Month Afghan, I went and I got some of the minis. So I have a little tag right here, and I've got them in bundles. I'm trying to put them in bundles because I want to sell them at least in a bundle of 3. So I have 3 little hanks here. I have Midnight Run, Be My Valentine, which is the yarn that I made for the Spin Olympics, and Hogwarts. So those are the 3 little minis that I have in this one. They are 8 yards each, and I think I'm going to be selling them for about $8, these little tiny bundles. They are definitely worth it. They're little samples, if you will, of the yarn that I've made. So in this pack you get some of the core spun that I've done, the custom Valentine's Day one from Spin Olympics, and then a nice muted one. So you get a bright one, you just get all these different little things in this one little bundle, and you don't really notice it until you actually look. But there's a little tag right here to tell you what is in the bundle. So I've got 3 of those for sale. Just message me and I'll let you know which ones I have. And yeah, $8 a bundle. And like I said, the Spin Olympics yarn is going to be $15 per 100 yards. And this yarn is called Be My Valentine, because the day that I finished preparation and started spinning was Valentine's Day, and it just fits the colors. Let me get that back up there so you guys can see. Oh, that's really good. That's a really good angle. But yeah, the colors fit the name, and I always try to fit the name to the colors of the yarn. So that is it for this Hot Off the Hook Friday. I hope some of you join in next week. Again, it's never an obligation, but it's here for you guys to showcase your work. It's going on the fritz again. But that is it for this week. I will see you guys again next week. I might try and get some music playing in the background just to break up some of the silence. But who knows? Might not be able to for a little while. So, have a delightful day and happy hooking, everyone! Not working.